It's an add-on which works in conjunction with the SunSystems so that you can be able to extract real-time and reports that are also automated. So my name is Steven Nachaki. I'm a consultant here at Flagsem, and I'll be conducting this webinar with my colleague, Mr. Rogers Kilonzo, who will be furthering on with this particular webinar for today. So very first, the agenda. We're going to see who we are as Flagsem and what we do. And then we'll see or have an overview of Infor Q&A and just see its features and how it can be able to help us in our daily financial activities. And then we'll have some features which also will help us see why just choose to use this particular software, which is very powerful and it's able to generate reports that are customized according to your organization, or rather the user who intends to generate such reports. And then we'll have a short demo for an explainer of what Infor Q&A does. And after that, we'll have a session for questions and answers. So Flagsem as a company, we are an IT consulting company which focus on business process engineering and of course provision of financial management software solutions to both clients who are locally here in Kenya and also beyond East Africa and Africa at large. And this has been enabled by the team of professional staff that we have here who are dedicated for service delivery to our clients on a 24/7 support basis. As a company, we have an industry experience of over 15 years. And apart from that, we also provide training services to our clients or any other person who might wish to have a customized training. We can also be able to provide such services. We also do other activities, that is the software development. We do management consultancy. We do financial analysis, investment advisory, and we also engage in business planning. I'll just mention a few of our products that we have, which are on the market. The very first one is Infor SunSystems. We also have a software called Infor Operating Services, that is Infor OS. We have Infor Enterprise Asset Management, which is basically a software that is used to manage your assets in an organization. We have also Infor ERP, which is, when I say ERP, I know most of you understand what I'm talking about. And we also have an e-procurement system. And this e-procurement system, just as the name suggests, is a procurement system which functions electronically. So by this case, you can be able to eliminate the tasks and paperwork which comes along with the process of procurement. And this system is developed internally here by our able staff. And it's a very flexible system which can be integrated with many other systems that also do the similar process. We also have Sage Financials, HR and payroll. And we also provide a Power BI reporting tool, which is a very powerful reporting tool also, where you can be able to visualize graphically what and how your company is faring on financially. And we also do web hosting. And apart from that, we also do customized solution for businesses and organizations. And with all that said, you can be able to contact us if you wish to get maybe more information, just interact with us or get to know more about what we do. We have an office here in Kenya, that is in Nairobi along Mombasa Road, Next Gen Mall, 3rd floor, 4th unit. And we also have an office at Kampala, Uganda. And the contacts you can use as just displayed on your screen. And you can also make use of our email, where you can email us at any time you wish to interact with us, or you can also visit our page or our website rather, that is www.flagsem.com, or you can make use of our social media handles, that is Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So at this point, I'll not take much of your time. I'll just invite my colleague, Mr. Rogers, so that he can take you through the next stages of this particular webinar. So thank you again for coming in, joining us, and then I'll now leave the stage to my colleague. Rogers, you're welcome.
Thank you, Stephen. And as mentioned, I am Rogers Kilonzo. And I'll be taking you through the presentation, Q&A, and a demo for both the Q&A and Power BI. Just a quick overview of the two reporting systems. Infor Q&A, formerly known as Vision, is a powerful business intelligence tool for querying and analyzing data in Excel. It works with Infor SunSystems, a financial management system. And some of the features of Infor Q&A, one is in business intelligence, it has a data link studio, which enables you to extract reports from Infor SunSystems. So this is the link that connects the system to Excel. Then it has a report designer, which enables you to create custom reports to fit your different reporting needs. There's an alert and scheduler, which enables you to do automatic extraction of reports on a schedule and send email notifications with those reports as attachments. There's the data upload, which enables you to do mass upload of data from Excel into SunSystems. This data could be transactional data like journals, and also static data that like chart of accounts, customer, supplier, extra set records, and so on. So what query and analysis will do for you, one will be able to design and extract reports, have updated data in Excel, do drill down to get details about the makeup of an aggregated value, upload data into SunSystems from Excel. You'll be able to create and schedule a task to either print or email reports that will be extracted on a schedule. The other product we'll be checking today is Power BI. This is a Microsoft product for reporting and data visualization. Power BI stands out with the streamlined publication and distribution capabilities and integration with other Microsoft products and non-Microsoft products like Infor SunSystems, as we will see. Power BI will transform data into stunning visuals and enable you to share them with colleagues or workmates who will be able to view them on any device, a computer, web browser, a mobile phone. They will be able to view those dashboards. So you'll be able to view and analyze your data, that is on-premise or in cloud, all in one view. So we can connect several data sources and you'll be able to view them on one dashboard. You'll be able to collaborate and share those dashboards and make comments on the same dashboards instead of calling or sending an email to colleagues. You'll just be able to make comments on the same dashboard. Then it has a security feature where we can segregate our information is viewed by different users at different levels. For example, we can separate the dashboard for senior management. We will be able to view some report dashboards, and other departments, maybe in sales, where they will only be able to see sales data. In another department like manufacturing, they will only see the manufacturing dashboards. So why Power BI for these visuals? One, Power BI is a very simple to use tool. So you'll have a quick start. You can start with very little training, or if you are you have interacted with another visualization tool, then you can even start without any training. It's a very simple to use tool. Once the reports have been designed for you, then accessing, analyzing data, once the visuals are designed on the dashboards, then it will be very simple for you to start off. Then with the publication and distribution, you will be able to publish the reports on the dashboards and distribute them to different groups in their dashboards. And then there's real-time information. With the Power BI, it connects directly to the data source. So anytime you log into the Power BI portal, whether on your mobile or on your computer browser, you'll be viewing updated information. For example, if we are viewing our sales data, anytime you log in, you'll be viewing the current sales data as it is in the system, so long as the data has been posted. So you will not need someone to extract and publish. There's a data gateway which connects the data source to the online portal. So anytime you log in, the data gateway will make sure you have the updated information. You are also able to customize your app navigation, where you can choose how you want to view the information. For example, if we are viewing our sales data, one could be interested in viewing the sales maybe by day, by week. Another one want to see them based on different maybe regions where we sell. So all those people could be viewing on the same dashboard, but each one will be able to customize their view and view the data in the way they want to analyze it. And then lastly, we'll be able to segregate how the information is viewed by different groups or departments using the row level security feature. So now I want to log in into the two systems, starting with the Infor Q&A in Excel. We see a few of the features, how they work. So in Excel, there's this add-in for Infor Q&A. So it will be added to the Excel installed on your computers. You do not need a special Excel version. So once installed, you will have your credentials, which you'll use to log in. So once logged in, now you'll see some features here now enabled: a summary link, summary report, detailed report, reference link. These four are used to extract design reports based on the requirement. Then there's the recalculate button here to refresh and get the updated data. There's data sent. This is used to make mass upload of data into SunSystems. Then there's the drill path. These three, the drill and breakout, used to give you a drill down to detail of the transaction and aggregated value that you want to see. Then there's the alert. This is used to send email alerts with the reports extracted as attachments, and also schedule to have automatic extraction of Infor Q&A reports. So I will open a new sheet where I will extract and show a few things. So I want to extract account balances, which I'll use to demonstrate few other items. So I will use a summary report. With the summary report, it gets me aggregated values. For example, if I'm extracting account balances, I'll use summary report, which I'll be able to get like the account code, description, and the balance at the time I will specify. If I use a summary link, then this is just to get me a single aggregated value for the item I'll choose. For example, if I want a balance for one account, which already I will already have on my cells here, then I'll use summary link. If I need detailed report, then this will give me a detail That is every line that has ever been posted. If I'm extracting journal details, for example, then it will give me a detail. Every line that have ever been posted will be extracted. If I'm using reference link, then this is used to get static data, just like summary link, but this is for static data. It also gives you a single value, not aggregation. So this cannot be used to give like balances. So I will extract first using a summary report. So I'll click summary report. My business unit, I map here on the sheet, a table. So in the table, this is where I choose where you want to extract your information. If I'm extracting static data for chart of accounts, then I'll choose chart of accounts. For now, I want to extract account balances, so I'll choose ledger. This is where we get our transactional values. There are other information in other modules. If I want to extract anything concerning purchasing or sales or in inventory, then I'll have my tables down here. So all the tables, all the information that you have in SunSystems, you'll have the tables linked here in Q&A. For now, I want to extract ledger transactions so that I can get account balances. So I'll choose ledger. Then account code, I'll choose to extract all accounts. So here I can specify if I just want a few accounts, then I can specify just the few accounts that I want. For now, let me extract for all accounts. Accounting period, I can just specify here. Then I just extract the account code and the account name is the description and the base amount. So this will give me the closing balance of this account, that's 2005 period 12. So up here, this is where I specify the parameters. So these are like the filters of what I want to extract, such that my report can narrow down to what I specify here in the filters, where I can choose if I want to filter by account, period, or I can drag more fields up here. Then on the left here, down here, this is where we have the fields from SunSystems. All of them are here. And then in the output, now you select the fields that you want to show in your report. Then once you have specified all the fields you want to see, then click OK to have them extracted in the report. So I have my account balances here. So this is the closing value for each account. So this is the balance for each account as seen. So another thing that you can have, as I mentioned, there's a report designer. So this is where we select the filters and the output. Then under report style, under designer, this is where now I can select and customize my output. If, for example, I'm designing a trial balance, then I will need now to customize here to give it the opening balance, the closing balance, period movement. So using the designer, this is where I now customize the output to give me my desired output. If I'm designing like aging reports, then it is using this report designer where I will be able to customize my output to give me the aging bands. So using the report designer, now that it incorporates the filters, custom scripts, anything so that you can get your desired output incorporating the inbuilt Excel functions. So if I was using detailed report, then this would not give me an aggregated value. It would give me all the lines that have ever been posted for this account, and that would be a very long report. So for detailed report, maybe if you want to extract like a journal listing for a period, a day, then you can use a detailed report that will give you every single line that has been posted. So I want to extract using summary link. So with the summary link, it will work the same as summary report, but for this, gives you an aggregated value based on the parameters that you have to give. So this will only give me the amount. It won't give me these other columns. So these other columns I need to have specified like the account code such that it will give me the account balance for this account. So if I click on summary link, so I'll specify my business unit. In the table here, till ledger because I want account balance. Now for the account, I will map what I have on my Excel sheet. Then accounting period, I can specify the same. Then here I'm only interested in the base amount, and that will give me the same value. So if I drag down this value for all the accounts, then I use the recalculate button. So with the recalculate, I can calculate the whole worksheet if I have different reports like I have now, different reports in different worksheets. I mean, if I want to recalculate worksheet, I only recalculate this worksheet. If I want the whole workbook where all the worksheets will be recalculated and have updated values for all reports or range. For now, I just want to recalculate the range such that it gives me account balances using the summary link that I specified. And now I'll have my account balances again recalculated. So when I have these values here, now I want to get what is the makeup of this value based on some other parameters. Maybe now I want to get maybe all that period, what makes up this account balance. Maybe I want to see the accounting periods, the journal details, the description, references. If I want that now, I get now down to the drill down. So here we have the drill down. So I'll drill down per transaction. Now here, the base amount is already output. So the amount I want to see the makeup of that value based on other parameters. Like I can say, I want to see the accounting period. I want to see maybe the transaction reference, the transaction description. So I want to see which transactions make up this balance for this account. So I specify the fields that I want to see in that makeup. Then I click OK. So once I click OK, it will open on a new sheet now with the information I have specified. So it has opened on a new sheet, and now it has the accounting period, transaction reference, and description, and the amounts which make up my account balance for that particular account. And if you check the total for these transactions, it's making up what we have as the account balance for this account. So that we can do for all the accounts. We just want to drill down to see the balances. The other thing I want to show is the breakout. With the breakout, it's also like another form of drill down, but this one now it will break out in different sheets, but now having the same columns as what I have in my original extract. So if I use breakout, for example, I choose to break out per accounting period. I want to see which periods make up this balance for this account. So I will have different sheets extracted making up this value. So if I click on breakout, like click breakout on summary. So I want to specify, I want to see breakout of that value based on the accounting period. So I have the same columns, but now for each period created on a separate sheet. So I click OK. It shows me that it will create 25 sheets. So that meaning we have 25 different accounting periods making up that value. So I click yes, and as you can see, it is creating a sheet for each accounting period. And for every period, we have the same columns, but now those are the movements for that period. So that's how our breakout works. So in the drill path manager, we will be able to see all the drill down functions that we have created. Like we started with the one where we drill down using some other information, then we have made the breakout. So if we want to delete them or to amend them, then using the drill path manager, this is where we manage them. For example, I want to delete these sheets, which I have drilled down based on the accounting period. For example, I've analyzed and I'm done with them, and I do not need to keep them since they are many, so I can delete them. So instead of deleting each sheet, so I can just delete them using this button here, and a confirmation message there for me to delete all the 25 sheets that were created, and they are now deleted. They are no longer there. So another feature that we need to look at is the alert scheduler. In the alert scheduler, this is where I mentioned we can schedule such that our reports can be extracted automatically. So first we start by adding a task. For example, I've added a task here. You can just do a new one where you give it next one. For example, I can say I want to be getting my data aging or creditor aging report. Then I specify the task. So this is just the description of that task. Then here you give what do you want that task to do. I specify maybe I wanted to send an email. So here I can specify the email addresses which I want to send. So I can send to one or multiple email addresses. I do a CC or a BCC, specify the subject. Then once done, specifying the recipients and having my email subject and body, then I can choose to give the attachments. So these attachments be like an Excel sheet, an automatic sheet which will be extracted on a schedule. And then once done, you will save this information. You can choose to compress it to a zip attachment. Then once done, you will click OK. So I will for now show one that I had created. So this is for a trial balance. I have my workbook. So you can create any Q&A report. It could be a trial balance, a profit and loss, a data inquiry report, an aging report, any report that you can create with Infor Q&A. Then choose the actions that you need to be taken after recalculating that report on the set schedule. So you can choose whether you need it to report to print. If it is to print, then you'll choose the printer that is connected on your network, which will be printing. Or you can just save it on a folder, a network folder where other people who have been given access can view. Or you can choose to just send it as an attachment to a specified email. Now in the attachment, you can choose whether they should be compressed to zip attachments or just an Excel workbook, or it's converted to a PDF and the attachment sent as a PDF. Or you can choose after the extraction is done Excel to convert it to PDF and save it on a shared drive. So these are the options available on the scheduler, the actions that can be done on that schedule. So once done, now you give it, so that we have specified the action that will be taken, whether to print, save, or email. Then here now we set a scheduler, which now gives it the frequency and when it should be executed. So here we specify the start date, when that task should be run. Then when should it be run, daily, weekly, monthly? Then the frequency here, is it every day, every week, every X, that like the number of days. For example, I can say it's weekly or maybe daily, and every 5 days, maybe in a month. Then I specify. Then down here I specify the time when it should be run. So when this time is reached, then the report automatically extracts based on the given parameters and takes now the action that we'll have specified here, whether to save it, print it, send it as email on attachment, or save it on a folder. So that's how this scheduler works. The other thing that I want to show is the mass data upload, where we upload data to Q&A, to SunSystems from Excel. So I have this template which I created. I will again log on. So this data, this is transactional data. These are journal details which I want to upload. So we use this data send function, which we do a mapping. So in the mapping, so in this mapping, we specify the business unit to which it should be posted to, and the definition. If it's a ledger transaction, then we specify it's a ledger import. If it's static data like chart of accounts, then we'll have this function for chart of accounts. Then in the detail here, this is where you map your data columns to SunSystems fields, like the account code. I map it to cell C4, where I have my column for chart of accounts. So this you do not need to, in Excel, you do not need to have a specific format. It's you who choose to now map the columns as you have them in your Excel. Then once done, you can save it as a template, such that the other time you have some data that you want to send, you just put it in those columns and upload it. So I'll click OK, and my data in this Excel will be posted into SunSystems, and I get a journal number. If it's successful, then I'll get a journal number straight here without logging into SunSystems. If there are errors in postings, maybe I have a wrong account, a closed period, or another error that I may have, then I'll have my errors also specified here, such that I can correct them and post again. So it may take seconds to minutes to hours, depending on the number of lines you have here. If you have thousands of lines, then it can take some minutes to complete uploading. If they are few, then they can just take few seconds or minutes to complete extraction, to complete the upload. So once done, we'll get a journal number, or if there are errors, we'll have the error message and the details of errors such that we can correct them. So here I have my message, 18 records imported successfully, journal number 29. So through Excel, we have just uploaded a journal and got our journal number. So if you inquire in SunSystems, you will have this journal number posted with this journal line details. So this I've saved it as a template. So if I have other information that I want to save, which I want to upload to Sun, for example, now I upload these few lines here. So I can just click this button. So Infor Q&A integrates with the Excel macros such that you can have extract upload button such that you just work by click of a button. If I want to extract a report, I just change my parameters and click a button and upload. Like now, I just want to upload this a few lines by just clicking that button, and this will be uploaded and I get a journal number here. And as you can see, very first been uploaded, and I have my journal number 60 by just I click of a button. So this can be saved as templates such that you just fill your data and be uploading by click of a button. So let me now check the other products, the Power BI. So I will start with the designer, and as I mentioned, Power BI is for dashboard reporting, where we can have a visual view of our data, where we can create some graphical representations of our financial data. For example, in our today's presentation, I have created some few. For example, I'm having expenses. So I just want to view how my expenses are going by departments, how different departments have spent over a certain period. And I have created these 3 visuals here, and a value here, dynamic value here to just show the total expenses in all the departments. Power BI is an intelligence tool. These 3 visuals here, now that they all relate to expenses, they are interconnected. So if, for example, I click on administration here, you'll see the total here is updated, and the other visuals here, my bar chart, my pie chart, they have all reduced only to show the administration. So these are interconnected. If I click finance, you see the total here is so updated. If I click like one here, maybe the 2022 only, see all the others also update the same. So it interconnects all the visuals which are fetching related data. So we can have different visuals. Here I've shown expenses. We can have a budget performance here, just showing how we have spent comparing with our budget for different accounts, different years, if we have them. So this just some few visuals that we can see. This is for a profit-making organization where we can have our revenue is flowing based on different sources of revenue, like in an insurance where we can have different policies, our revenue is flowing. We can also expenses based on the same, and they are all interconnected. So one thing I mentioned is that you can customize your view. For example, if I want to view, if maybe we are 3, 4 more people connected online viewing the same dashboard at the same time. If, for example, I'm viewing in the year only 2022 and I click, I just want to view 2022, that will not affect the other person connected who was interested in maybe viewing only by the class of business, and maybe for them they had clicked just one class. So everyone will be viewing what they have chosen to view at their portal, though the same dashboard, but you will view based on what you want to view. Another thing with this, we can view it on different devices, on computer and also on mobile devices. So we can have a mobile layout. Since the mobile screen is small, we can create a different layout for a mobile such that those viewing through the mobile app have a different view from those viewing from a computer with a bigger screen. The values will be the same, but the items can be arranged differently. Like here, I've chosen to arrange them vertically such that they can well fit on a mobile screen. So the person viewing from a mobile screen will have this view. So there's a mobile app available for Android and iPhone, which you can download and be able to view your organizational dashboards. You just log in with your provided username and password. So this is the designer. Once done with the designer, and then the developer will publish these reports to the portal where other viewers now will be able to view. So this is the designer panel where I will be designing them. So other report users will not be accessing through the designer. So I will log in to show where you will be logging in. So there's an online portal, the Power BI portal. This is a cloud service which will connect to your on-premise data using this data gateway. So this will connect your on-premise data to the online portal where you can view. You can log into any internet. You do not need to be connected to the company or the organizational network for you to view this. So you just log in using your Microsoft account, either on the mobile app or on your computer, and then you'll be able to view. So these reports which we were seeing, these dashboards, I had published them. And if you can remember, this is the same thing that we were seeing, the expenses, as we were seeing them in a designer. So any change in design, that is what need to be published. But if it's changing data, for example, new lines have been posted, then that does not need publishing. The data gateway automatically updates this information. So anytime you log into the online portal, you will be viewing the updated information as it sits in your system. So that's a good feature with the Power BI. For these dashboards, you will always view the updated information. So the other thing you can have is some external links. For example, these are dashboards. I may need to have different reports. For example, trial balances, audited financials, such that I can also view them in the same dashboard instead of getting into a separate system or having them sent to email. So instead of sending them to email or in a shared drive for people to view, you can publish them also such that the users of those reports can just view them in the same portal as they view these other dashboards. So with these external reports, you just give a link to either a cloud portal or a public file that can be linked and viewed from here. So let me show how a mobile view can our mobile view can be seen. So this I'm sharing from my mobile, and as you saw that designer, in our mobile, I arranged them vertically. So it's the same dashboard, but for a mobile view, I just arrange them differently with all the features that we had. If, for example, I filter one here, then I have the figures shown only for that. So with a mobile hub, you can also view everything that you can see on a mobile device. I mean, on a computer. So the mobile app is available for Android and also for iPhone. So with that, I would wish to stop there with that presentation. Hoping you have gotten something which you can add to your Infor Q&A, those using Infor Q&A, and also you can add Power BI, which can connect to Infor SunSystems and have those dashboard reports. So I would wish to stop there and welcome back my colleague Stephen to take us to the next part of this webinar. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Rogers, for that a very good presentation. And this is now the time where we'll have our questions and answers session where you can put across your question. And I can see from the chat from Patrick Ikileng. The question is, under report designer, can you add an extra column that calculates from the extracted columns? So maybe just my colleague will respond to you quickly for this.
Yeah, thank you, Patrick, for that question. Yes, sure. As I had specified in my explanations in Report Designer, it integrates the inbuilt Excel functions. So there you can also write Excel formula, whether you want to add, multiply two columns, or just multiply by another rate. So there you can have any other calculated field as you may wish. So you can add extra columns and have them calculated from the columns you have in your report. I hope I have answered your question. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Patrick, if you're still with us, you can just respond on your satisfaction to that answer. And of course, we also welcome other questions. You can use that hand icon if you wish to speak. You can raise your hand and then you'll be chosen, or you can also just use the chat function, or rather the chat feature. You can put across your questions and then or any other feedback that you may wish to put across, and then we'll get back to you. All right, Patrick, I can see your hand is up. Kindly go ahead.
Yes, thank you so much, Rogers. I hope I'm audible.
Yes.
I tried to make one report in that nature, and I wanted to the extracted column to multiply with a given rate. Only that the challenge was the answer I got on the initial cell was the one copying to all the cells. I didn't know how to make it dynamic. Thank you.
Okay, Patrick, okay, that could just be a challenge on I mean, how you put the formula. Maybe that's something we can connect after and see how we can help you. But it works. We have done many reports with the same format, so we can connect after and help you to achieve your report. Thank you.
Yes. So any other person who might be having a question, I suggest that you can just raise it. Feel free, so that we can be able to assist you and even interact more. And as I said, this should not be the end of our engagement. You can always reach us out even after the webinar. We are always available. Our team is always available. And if you are not in, when we started, I shared our contacts, but maybe even after the end of this particular session, I'll share it again so that in case of any inquiries or more information, you can always reach out to our team and we can be able to assist you on the same. Is there any other person who is having a question or just maybe an appreciation of or your feeling of how the webinar has been? You can always feel free to speak out. I'll give you maybe 3 minutes and then we can conclude on our today's session. I can see you have Madam Afema Juliet. Are you with us? Maybe you can just say something. Let's hear your voices. Yes, it looks like maybe might be having problems with the mic, or maybe he's not close to the to her gadget. So we'll let anyone else who wishes to say something. All right, Lawrence, I can see there is a hand up from Lawrence. Kindly go ahead.
Thank you, Tim, for the presentation. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah.
Thank you, Rogers and the team. My question I wanted to ask, is Power BI connected to the data extracted from Infor Q&A, or it's connected from the database straight, SunSystem database straight? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Lawrence, for the question. Power BI connects to the SunSystems database directly. So Q&A and Power BI are different reporting systems. Each connects to the system and gets you updated data. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you again, Lawrence, for that question. It was a very good one. And at least everyone else can get an assistance from the same answer. So maybe if we do not have anyone else who is up for a question, I will just want to thank you again for sparing your time to attend this particular webinar. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, here are our contacts. Our Kenyan office and our Ugandan office, both as displayed on your screen, or you can just email us anytime, or you can also make use of the web, where you can go ahead, see the list of our products, and you can also interact with us on the same, or you can just reach us out using our social media handles. So again, thank you very much for attending this. And also I want to extend my thanks to the team who are able to put this together for it to happen, our technical director and our CEO. And it has been a very good session, I believe, even for you. You have benefited. And we welcome you again. This should not be our last engagement. We welcome you. We also have other programs coming. And like on 13th of July, we'll have another webinar that is purchase management with Infor SunSystems, where we'll see how we can be able to manage our various purchase processes using Infor SunSystems, and also have a training that is coming up. That is from 11th to 13th of October 2023, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. That is a customized training to just Infor Q&A. That is generally reporting and sending data, customizing reports, designing various reports, and also how to import data to Infor SunSystems using Q&A. So you're very welcome. Anytime, reach us out. If you want to know more information about these upcoming events, you can always reach us out through our email or the contacts that I displayed on your screen. And with that much said, it was a very good session, and I wish to thank you, and I wish you a very productive day ahead. Goodbye.